play tonight. They're hoping that this will complete the sweep. They beat the Kansas City Royals on Monday night. That was 6-5, 4-1 last night. And 8-10 tonight is the final of the three there. And then they will head up to Minnesota to play the Twins Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then they'll come back home on Monday and play the Angels. So still plenty of Guardians baseball to be played left in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, 8:10 here on MMS from Kansas City and on the iHeartRadio app. You can listen to the game as well. Got some video from Al Marcinek, who is our bureau chief out in Carlton, Pennsylvania. Nice. Terri the Goat, her first set of picks for season 4 is going to be tomorrow.
Wow. It's an overcast day in Carlton, PA, but the bright spot is that Terri the Goat is going to return for season 4 of her NFL predictions. Terri was 97 and 92 last year and also picked the Super Bowl winner. So she'll be ready to go for another season.
We have placed the names of all 32 NFL teams on rocks, and these rocks will be placed in her feed bucket.
You see what's in the front there, those rocks. LA Chargers, Steelers.
We'll now pour the names of the 32 NFL teams into the feed bucket. Those teams that Terri believes will win the game will be placed in the winner's bucket in the center. Terri has donned her NFL jersey, her Cleveland Browns jersey, and
Terri the Goat on the back of her jersey.
Station, and her predictions will be posted on Thursday.
Right, on Thursday. So there you go. Season 4 of Terri the Goat. Remember, this is an exhibition, not a competition. Please, no wagering. Especially not with Mary Santora around.
Yeah.
Because
I'm itching lately, man. I want to go gamble so bad.
does this have to do with your wax?
No, that
just
is
do it.
more sticky than anything.
Go play dice with some people in the alley.
No, I don't have it. I can't do that.
You can't shoot crap?
No. I mean, depending on what I eat, but.
Right.
Be careful of what you say. Be careful in every way. Oh, I thought if I sang the song, the show would be over. Listen, I don't listen to your show, but here's 45 reasons why I don't like you guys. Yesterday on the show, you said, I'm just playing with you. I was listening to the podcast today, and you guys were talking about hate listening, and I think that's the most ridiculous thing. Always love when people call to tell you why they don't like you and why they don't listen.
You know, it is funny. I don't listen, but here's 45 things.
Well, that was funny. Yeah.
It's like a BuzzFeed survey or something. Listen, you can always get constructive criticism, right? Even somebody who's not trying to be constructive can throw something at you and you go, oh, maybe.
Damn.
Yeah,
never thought of
maybe.
it that way.
I never thought of it that way. I never thought that I should kill myself. Huh.
I have.
Poundcake, are you ready for your sports break?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Play ball! This is a Poundcake Sports Break!
In the headlines today, I aspire to be this level of petty. The Washington Nationals had to apologize to an entire softball team after a fan stole a ball thrown to them. Outfielder Joey Nenesis threw a ball to a group of young girls that were invited to a game as special guests. And just when one of the girls reached out their glove to catch the souvenir ball, it was intercepted by a man who wouldn't give it back. Total dick move. The team ended up sending a care package to the girls to make things right, but geez, dude, get a life. Also, Tom Brady and wife Giselle may be on the rocks. According to an article in Page 6, Giselle left the family compound in Tampa, Florida, due to allegedly being upset that Tom unretired from the NFL. Mind you, Tom is doing his Let's Go podcast. He's playing for the Buccaneers. He's doing his Hertz commercials. He's allegedly performing as on The Masked Singer. Seems like the only thing he's not doing is Giselle. So I'd say peace too. I hope she was at least brand loyal and floored it out of there with the Hertz rental at a full discount. Lastly, for those of you who are still sleeping on OnlyFans, here's a story that might change your mind. BKFC's Ty Emery said that flashing her boobs after winning her match made her subscriptions go up over 6,000%. She charged $10 a month for her content and used to make about $400 a week. Since the incident, she's raked in $25,000 a month, which is $300,000 a year. Get your money, boo-boo. Everyone loves an independent woman. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes this Poundcake Sports Break.
Play ball! This is a Poundcake Sports Break!
Last one of my 20s.
What's that? Last one of my 20s. Well, he's really zeroing in on this.
It's been in my head all day.
I just had a great idea.
Ready.
One of the, maybe for next week, the Poundcake Sports Break, because he'll be back. We should have Brian write the jokes.
Oh, God. We can try.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see if he's up to it.
No,
I mean,
you
he
don't
works,
have to do anything.
I know, but he works long hours. I
You
don't know if
give-
the next thing he wants is homework.
You give Poundcake his email address, provided Cody hasn't already wrenched that out of you. You give him the email address, and then he sends the stories to Brian. Now, you'll have to do it more than...
He's not going to do this.
I assume Poundcake does these like morning of. So...
Depends on when I find the story, because
Yeah, okay.
If it's night before and there's a good story that I know I'm going to talk about,
Yep.
then yes. But then I look in the morning, I'm like, ooh, this will be better, and then I just cancel it out.
Gotcha.
And I'm not allowed to help him.
No.
That's
Why
gonna
would you?
be painstaking.
I could already have you write the jokes for him. No. Brian writes the jokes.
I
Since you're so
don't.
funny.
Right. I don't think he'll be up for it, just because he already works.
Why
so
are you
much.
speaking for him?
I'll ask him tonight.
Yes.
I'll see what
and he might
thinks.
go, yeah. How are you going to ask him?
Hey, babe, we had an idea on your
No,
side.
we didn't have an idea. Alan had an
Okay,
idea.
fine.
You're trying to talk me out of it.
Alan thinks you would be really good. I can't even do it with a straight. What do you want me
You're
to
so
say?
mean.
Alan, why don't you
to-
ask him?
Yeah, well, I'll give you his number and you ask him.
Yes.
You can say, hey, man, do you want to write a few jokes for the show? He's going to know it's a bit. I don't want
Just
to hurt
say,
his feelings.
it's not a bit.
Okay.
Have him write some jokes. I'm not going to make fun of him.
Yes,
I'm
that's
curious.
exactly what we're doing.
No, that's
No.
what you're doing.
You're the one that thinks he's not funny.
And
I
what
think-
happens when they flop? I'm trying to protect the man
Then
that
it's
I love.
the usual Poundcake Sports Break.
She assumes
Excuse me?
that the jokes will flop.
I don't assume. I worry.
You said what happens when the jokes flop. You're not even giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Is he going to read them or is Cody going to read
None
them?
of us are batting 1,000 all the time. Did you hear what he just did?
I like
Is
that.
he going to read? Is
It-
Brian
no,
going
I
to
like
read
it
it?
too.
The Joe's
Huh?
one is good.
Is Brian going to read it or is Cody
Brian
going
is
to read
going to send 3 one-liners to Poundcake. Just tags for the... Poundcake can do his thing.
Mhm.
Brian sends 3 tags. Why? Why are you so resistant to this? We're not making fun of him.
it? Because it feels like that.
I'm trying
Maybe
to show...
it's just because...
I'm trying to show that perhaps your boyfriend is funnier than you give him credit for.
Okay, but this is also a different situation. Giving someone 7 days to write 3 one-line jokes is much different than being funny off the cuff in conversation. I feel like anybody could write one-line jokes, 3 of them in 7 days.
Yes.
But so what I'm saying is that's different than being just funny, than just being a funny person.
Right.
So
she's
we're not,
right.
What's your
proving
point?
anything here.
Why-
What's your
We
No.
are.
what's your point?
Is that those are 2 completely different things.
Understood.
So that we're not proving that he's any funnier than he is or isn't. If he can nail these jokes, that doesn't make him funnier in conversation.
I'm not talking about
Vice
conversation.
versa.
I don't have conversations with him.
Okay.
You do.
You just said
And
he's not funny.
you just said he's not funny. You didn't give us context. You said he's not funny.
I said he's not very funny.
I mean, am I listening to something else?
I don't-
You don't listen to the show, Alan. I said he's very funny. And
Okay, don't ask him then.
perfect. No, I'll
It was
ask
just
him.
listen. It was just an idea.
I'll
It's not-
ask him. I'll ask him and see what he says. But I have a feeling he's going to be like thinking we're making fun of him,
Tell
Or-
him I'm not making fun of him.
Okay.
Tell him you came in here, cut his nuts off.
I didn't cut
and
his nuts off.
I like that idea.
I said he has a lot of great qualities, and humor just doesn't happen to be one of them.
Right.
That's all I said.
And I am interested in seeing if that's true.
Okay, I'll ask him.
Because we're all getting this anecdotally. Surf and turf's not great.
I can't think
But-
of another joke. that he
Right.
said.
Gee, how convenient that she can't think of the times he was funny.
I said.
Strange.
I told Bill about.
You think those would really stick out.
That's what I mean.
You think they'd really stick out.
I know.
Like tattooed on your brain.
The one day we were talking about Hinder or Nickelback or something on air, one of those types of bands. And I came home. I was defending them hard. I came home and he had that band playing through a wireless speaker. That's pretty funny. Like, so he'll do things like that sometimes. I think he's more situationally funny.
Well, Poundcake can give him 3 sports situations. He
Nice
may say
and punchy.
he may say I have no interest in doing that, and that's totally fine.
Okay.
That's the end of it.
Sure.
That's just me. All I'm saying is, hey, ask him if he'd like to try that.
Okay.
If he says no, understood.
I'll ask him.
Yeah. Well, what is all this? What's going on?
Oh, there's a lot of people.
there's
that
a
are
lot of
just,
people walking by. Is there an event
there must
around the
be.
corner?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's
There's a-
a
there's a-
House of Blues, maybe.
Oh, maybe. There's a very specific type of person that's been walking by today, and I'm curious. You can always leave us messages, by the way, on the what the hell is it? iHeartRadio app. It's got a thing over there.
Listening to the show where Mary divulges about downloading the psychic app. Mary, sweet Mary. You went on a tirade about how magicians are like deceptive and liars and you don't trust them and they're dumb, and then you do something like this. Mary, do better. Bill, tell Mary to do better.
Mary?
Come on, you just go ahead
Give
and
me the
tell her.
music.
Yeah.
He said, give me a minute.
Do better with Bill Squire.
Mary, there's a lot of ways that you are very hypocritical.
Uh-huh.
And one very good example is the fact that you will buy into a psychic, but a
Tarot
magician, tarot cards, whatever it is, you'll buy into that where they are grifters and lying to you to get your money, where a magician is at least entertaining you with their lies. So you need to either not like any of them or like all of them. Do better.
We could do better.
Yeah. Yeah, Mary.
Do better with Bill Squire.
Oh, thank God we've got William Scott Squire to kind of keep us on the straight and narrow, keep us on the path.
Listen,
And also, be nicer to your boyfriend.
I am so
Listen,
nice to him.
I don't think, by the way, that it's unkind to say he's not funny.
No.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you're being mean. The audience is saying that. I'm
Oh,
not
I
saying.
know.
No, I know. I don't think it's mean to say he's not funny, right? But I'm curious as to maybe because you have said you're coming at it from a very analytical, right, perspective.
Sure.
And so that I'm not going to say clouds your judgment. You have a different angle on it.
Sure.
Than most of us that civilians would have.
Yeah. I'll
What
ask
I'm
him.
saying is I don't think it's ever bad when a person is making another person happy by making them laugh.
Right.
Right.
I'm not saying it's bad.
You're saying you're judgmental of people
saying
who
it
laugh at things you
no.
don't you said on the plane.
I'm not judgmental. All right, I'm pretty judgmental because I look at them and I'm like, unbelievable. This is where your bar is set.
But I could understand it if like they were on a show with you and they were being paid and you're like, we're getting paid the same and he's doing that pablum up there. That's different than a stewardess
I think
who's
what
trying to
it
make
is-
people happy, like not,
You get
yell at
so
her for not
much-
having drinks.
And I guess it's not a comedy setting. You get so much hate constantly on clips and stuff that you post with women over. This isn't good. What a
So
terrible
this
joke.
is about you and not anyone else.
Yes. So when I'm like, I
All
have written this joke, revised it, it works. It got clearly a big laugh, and there's still people like, bull shrimp, you're so terrible. And then the friggin' waitress is like, don't add too much salt. Am I right? And then everyone's like, oh.
That's
Right,
but that's okay.
But there are people laughing at your joke, too. So like,
Listen, Bill, I didn't say anything that makes sense.
I got a guy. He left that kind of comment. And it's like, problem is you're just not funny. I'm like, okay, I don't.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay,
Listen,
if
okay,
you think,
I get that.
Like, but
But
I don't
then
get why making.
Okay, so my point is, then have that across the board. If you don't think
there is
my
no
well-written,
consistency.
if you don't think my well-written joke that a lot of other people think are funny, if you don't think that's funny, then you don't get to laugh at the stewardess.
But you don't know if that's the same person.
That's the rule.
You don't get to laugh at the stewardess.
My guess is the people laughing at the stewardess probably also laugh at your jokes.
They might.
Because they probably are people that enjoy jokes and they're just laughing and they're like,
Who knows?
We'll
never know. So I'm going to continue to be mean to people.
You're actually being more like the people that are calling you not funny.
No, I'm not.
You're kind of being more like them.
Because I didn't say that the stewardess.
You can never be too precious about your own stuff. Just because we write stuff, just because we perform stuff, doesn't mean that it has any greater value.
I understand that.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is you are as funny as a flight attendant.
Thank you.
I just like the notion of you sitting there just like stewing in your seat because all these people, you were in first class and you're
That didn't happen in first class.
But if it had, you'd
that
still
happens
stew.
when I'm in 32E.
But you'd still stew if you were in first class.
I'd be less stewy about it.
Oh, would you?
I'd be more soup than stew if it were.
Yeah. I know what'll make you feel better.
I was on my way to buying some meth in Elyria in Lorain County and thought of you guys because they have Kit Kats blueberry flavored. Blueberry muffin flavored Kit Kats at the Family Dollar. So just wanted to let you guys know that. And hey man, meth ain't that bad.
Hey man, meth ain't that bad.
Hey man, meth ain't that bad.
If that's you, Bill Squire and I will be performing at Lorraine Palace
Oh,
Theater.
right.
You can come on
Yes.
out. Tell us how not bad meth is.
Yeah.
I think you'll be able to know which guy in the audience is,
Yeah, we got East Side, we got West Side, Lorraine Palace Theater, September 24th. If you are an East Sider, we're going to be in Willoughby at Garage Bar, September 17th. Some of you like me, some of you guys like Mary, some of you like both of us somehow.
Brian's coming to the Willoughby show. You can see how funny
he
he
is?
Yeah.
He's not performing, but he'll be there. Yeah.
Get
You
those
guys-
tickets at billsquire.com.
You guys are in Lorraine September 24th, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
I'm going to take my mom to that show.
Oh.
My mom likes Bill for whatever reason. She loves her some Bill, so I'll see
very
if she's
likable.
available.
My boyfriend's brother is coming to the show in Willoughby, and I have a joke about him in my act right now. And
Mom, nobody wants to see that cop. We'll get the tickets.
I am one of those people who firmly believes if you're going to write a joke about somebody, you should tell it in front of them. Otherwise, don't do the joke. If you're not
I
going
told a joke about my girlfriend in front of her dad.
That's what I mean. So I think that's...
My girlfriend's vagina is so loose.
It was kind of...
It's kind of about the smell.
But, yeah.
I didn't say it smelled bad. She was just nervous.
What did... How did the dad respond to that?
Uh-huh.
He goes, cosign.
I'm 3 drinks in. It's okay.
Since she was a baby, it's
The amount of creams we have tried.
That's when he got his first standing ovation. All right. Were you in the middle of saying something, Cody?
Nope, that was it.
just that
Just that his mom's going
Teresa
to come.
wants to come.
Oh,
see
yeah.
us do comedy.
Mom's
see if
going to
she's
come.
off, yeah.
Yes. Because she loves her some Bill.
For whatever reason, she loves her some Bill.
Right.
I think when she comes and sees Mary do comedy live, she's
Yeah,
going to
what
really
a
enjoy her too.
What a backhanded
I don't
stab at
care.
Mary.
Whatever. I'm not funny.
I don't. Well, she's not. I don't think
She's
met,
never met Mary.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bill
really?
Bill came to my graduation party, and it for whatever reason, he stuck in her heart after that. She's like, take a picture with Bill.
I was also like peak skinny Bill.
Yeah?
So I was
Were
looking
you?
real good.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah,
Is
it
that
was-
why she liked it?
That's why I was able to almost pull off the old threesome. And then
With his mom?
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, we got.
I never said who was in the room.
I really like Bill.
Mom, nobody wants to see that cop. We'll get the tickets.
All right, let me take a break. Want to text 35192, AlanCoxShow.com. If you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, you can leave us messages there too.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.